Two, what is the biggest challenge faced by the gay transgender today? I will repeat, what is the biggest challenge faced by the gay transgender today?
You know what, ladies and gentlemen? LGBT people need something vital. We need your acceptance and your respect. And with that respect, there comes more passionate community and more empathetic society. And for the better world for all of us. But the biggest problem that our LGBT community are facing right now is discrimination, ladies and gentlemen. I always believe that we are here, LGBT people, to give happiness to all the people because that is our essence, to give happiness and especially to inspire everyone. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? As long as we are living in this world, we need to become valuable or to give importance to others because I believe that you do not become worthy for just who you are nor for what you have, but you will become worthy for others had become because of you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much, candidate number 2. Now we call on center stage, candidate number 5.
Please.
Here's your question, candidate number 5. If you have found out that your boyfriend has AIDS or acquired immune deficiency syndrome, what will you do? I will repeat. If you found out that your boyfriend has AIDS, what will you do?
Thank you very much for that very wonderful question. Distinguished honorable panel, this is a question and answer portion. You don't need to prolong your answer just to impress the panel of judges. The question was born upon my shoulder kung ang boyfriend ko daw po ay malalaman ko na may sakit na HIV or AIDS. Ano daw po ba ang gagawin ko? First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, tatanggapin ko po siya ng buong puso. Kahit po siya ay nasa sitwasyon na siya po ay may karamdaman, ay meron siya nakakahawang sakit, which is the AIDS or the HIV virus. Dahil mga mahal kong manonood, bilang isang girlfriend, karapatan ko at responsibilidad kong tanggapin kung ano man po ang katayuan at sitwasyon ng aking boyfriend. Sapagkat naniniwala po ako, ladies and gentlemen, na lahat po tayo ay may karapatang irespeto, mahalin. Dahil kahit sino man po may kapansanan o may sakit, pagtutunan po nating pangalagaan at pahalagahan. Dahil minsan lang po tayo mabubuhay sa mundo, kaya ibigay na natin po ang pinaka-best natin sa buhay natin. Live life to the fullest. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, candidate number 5. Now we call on center stage, candidate number 13.
Anong nararamdaman mo? Masaya po at konting nervyos, of course. Thank you for picking me up at the top 5. Thank you so much po. Natural and nervyos, but natural and good. Okay, wait. Sir.
This is a question for our candidate number 13. What is your favorite thing about the gay community in the Philippines? Or what, and repeat, what is your favorite thing about the gay community in the Philippines?
Ang katanungan po ay ano daw po ang gusto ko sa mga LGBT na bagay dito po sa ating bansang Pilipinas. Alam po natin na mga katulad ko po sa ating bansa ay kinukutya. Siguro po yung bagay po na gusto ko sa mga LGBT dito sa ating bata ay kami po ay sa ngayon ay still strong. Kami po ay still na matapang na humaharap sa mga hamon ng aming buhay. For all those struggles, for all those discrimination, kami po ay tumatayo pa rin sa inyo para ipakita hindi lang po ang talento o kagandahan na nakikita po ninyo sa amin dito po sa entablado, kundi po ipakita at iparamdam po sa inyo na kami po ay isang tao din na hindi po kailangan kutsain at diskrimina. Dahil naniniwala po ako kung bakit po kami nilikha rito sa mundong ginagalawan ay mayroon pong dahilan. Naniniwala po ako is not to diminish our own humanity. But the only reason why we are living in this world is to love and to be loved. To contribute and to be prosperous, to respect and be respected, to educate and to be educated. That could be all, and thank you so much.
Thank you very much, candidate number 13.
Hindi ka na magaling? Okay.
Now we call on center stage, candidate number 16. Okay. So here's your question, candidate number 16. Medyo mahabang nobela. Philippines, many gay people are out loud and feminine. There are many gay role models like Vice Ganda for feminine gay society often forgets that these are gay people out there are. Gay people out there who are quiet, shy, or more masculine. What do you have to say about the lack of attention masculine gays have in the community? I'll repeat. In the Philippines, many gay people are out loud and feminine. There are many gay role model. There are many gay role model like Vice Ganda for feminine gay society often forgets that these are gay people. There are gay people out there who are quiet, shy, or more masculine. What do you have to say about the lack of attention masculine gays have in the community?
Mostly, if I'm not mistaken, 75% are living in the country of the Philippines are Roman Catholic. And when we say the religion about the Roman Catholic, then definitely it is combined of what we call the conservativity. When in a conservative society, there is a notion that the limit of the idea of acceptance. I always believe that once, at this very point of time, we're just politically recognized, but not totally accepted in the society. So it has always been said that the LGBTQ community, it has always been said that it will be a deterrent or a discouraging factor to come out. But with the lack of attention for the masculine, I should say it's not. Because at this very point of time, the LGBT empowerment is all over the land. It is all for us to voice out and be able to outcome that. Because there's no such thing, an unfair thing to deal with other people, specifically of the gender we trust. Remember this, we are here, not just because we are portraying on the feminine side of the LGBTQ community, but we are here for a vision and mission to be able to inject to the power of the people that our existence is not just a noble thing that everyone is enjoying and a form of environment, but definitely this is a form of awareness, educating and knowing to the people what's the essentiality of our existence. Dahil kahit ano pa mang hugis yan, mapamukhang lalaki, mapamukhang babae, ang pagiging bakla, hindi po yan sakit na nakakahawa. Bagkus, isang pagkatao na dapat irespeto, intindihin at tigasal bukalkalin mula sa mga puso natin. Nakakaiba ang pagkataong nakuha natin, ngunit hindi kami kailanman naging isang basura at nakakarindi sa sosyedad. Madami ngayon ang nagpaparura, madami din ang nagsasabi na nakaka-discourage maging ganito. Ngunit I don't find that being a masculine gay is something to do, that they're less attention. But definitely, they're more of the respected side, simply because they are the term factor that they have to say. They're a little bit quiet. So definitely, we have to observe them. The out loud are the gays like us. But definitely, we represent all the society. Simply because there is a no, there is no yes, but definitely all of us are equal. As long as we breathe the same air, we drink the same water, there's nothing wrong. For gender is not a question. As long as you know, you become a productive citizen to the society. And thank you.
Thank you very much. Siyempre, mahaba ang tanong, mahaba din ang sagot.
Kaya nga.
For a long question, there should be a long answer.
Back to back eh.
Correct.
Okay. Candidate number 17.
Candidate number 17.
Ito po ang iyong katanungan.
Last question. Yes, Kuya Dani.
If you were given a chance to talk to our presumptive President, Roddy Duterte, what will you ask him and why?
Okay, the question is, if you were given a chance to talk to our representative, Roddy
Presumptive.
Duterte, what will you ask him and why? Well, ladies and gentlemen, hayaan niyo po akong sagutin ang katanungan sa ating pong nakasanayang wika. Ito po ang salitang Tagalog. Dahil ayaw ko pong magkapalipit-palipit po ang aking dila, masabihan lamang po ako ay nagbubulungan. Mahal ko po mga manonood, ano daw po ang dapat kong pwedeng tanungin kay ating Pangulong President Duterte ngayong panahon na ito? Well, naniniwala po ako na ang gusto ko pong itanong sa kanya is, paano mo mabibigyan ng magandang kinabukasan ang Pilipinas? Ladies and gentlemen, naniniwala po ako na kahit hindi po ako maka-Duterte, nakikita ko po sa kanya ang isang disiplinadong tao dito sa ating bansa, because I will tell her that have a heart of a hero that is willing to fight for our dignity, for our sovereign country. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, candidate number 17. Kilometrahe. Oh. So nakita ng ating audience kung gaano talaga kagaling, kahusay